Alright guys, I'm hoping the sound and whatnot is okay. A little bit new to this, so give me a moment. But today we'll be playing as Ching. So first we probably want to get some military text done for these guys. Ideally we want to get line infantry first. That way we can at least defend ourselves. And then probably maybe some education. You know, it's looking pretty low, 15%. Go for that. Or perhaps romanticism first, actually. Probably could do with agrarianism. And then we'll go for the empiricism. And then perhaps the production technologies are obviously useful to us. I'm wondering, do we go for food or do we go to try and expand some of these industries like these? Because normally we're going to need a lot of resources to scale up. I think yes. So we'll go this way first, just to get, if they haven't already been done, we can get them done before these so we don't get the penalty. And then we'll go straight for the old water tube boiler. And then railways, we're going to need railways. We're going to need railways. We'll go for that next. And we'll leave that there. We'll see what, we see how that goes. I can see our innovation is not even at our max yet, so we should probably try to get that up. Let's see. Should probably, we don't want the opium wars to kick off, so we'll try and get some kind of deal, even if we have to pay. It's probably worthwhile to pay the Brits off, get them on our side. It probably will make our lives a lot easier, and maybe the Russians too, actually, because they've got a hell of a border with us. Right, let's see what deal we can make here with these guys. Let's see what deal we can make here with these guys then. Let's draft a treaty with them. I don't like to give investment rights or trade privileges and whatnot unnecessarily. But I think we're isolationists. I'm not sure how much of a benefit they're going to get from trade privileges with that. But we'll give them some investment rights. That might build up some mines and whatnot for us, where they want to access those resources. We'll go for 25 years. That gives us a lot of headroom. And we want guaranteed independence. Okay, they won't accept it, but it's close. It's close. But their diplomatic stance is not great with us. Maybe I just give them some cash. Give them a little bit of cash. What do they need? 2,500? Yeah, surely. 70% chance. We want the handy on this. Let's go 5k then. Yeah, there you go. We can afford 5k for 25 years. We could probably renegotiate it down the line. Maybe. Who knows? So we'll send that one off. And at the same time, see if we can get a similar one with the Russians. Maybe we'll go for a 15-year one with the Russians. Give them the trade privileges. They're really happy right off the bat with that one. Let's see if we get guaranteed independence from them. 52%. If I give them some investment rights, 72%. Is it enough with these? Who am I most concerned about, really? Probably Britain. We'll give them a bit of cash. That might push it over the edge. Make sure we got the... Yeah, there you go. Look at that. It's only 2,500. We can afford that. And then we probably will try to get this all sorted out so it looks nice. This is just a mess. So merges. I like that they put this merge in. That's hell of a bonus. It was a bit of a nuisance with starting as Qing in the past. Yeah, merge all these up. Get this guy to come over here. Can I just merge him? Oh, you can. Okay, okay. Lovely. We'll get some of these merged. Just makes it look nice and clean. Much easier to control. And we'll do the same with the boats. I think next, lay down some, yeah, we need to get the education up. So let's lay down some social mobility here. You want to do it in your main population areas, but also I want people to be qualified in probably the regions that I'm going to build in. Likely at the beginning, I'm going to build in states that, you know, build tall, build in states where I can focus on building up ports and whatnot to keep the infrastructure under control. So we'll do these three, and then we'll just run down the coast. That's easy to follow and remember. We'll probably take one of these off actually and use road maintenance wherever we're constructing in. That is going to be a huge benefit, you know, because it's going to compound over time. We could probably do with 94 grand extra. They won't mind, I don't think, at the beginning. And we don't really want them to like the government that's in at the moment anyway. So we'll slap these government wages down as well. Put the military wages up. So it might make us look a little bit stronger internationally. Just to keep people off our backs, I suppose. Let's look at what legislations we can pass here. Armed forces were going to be good. Let's see. Ideally, we want to move away from traditionalism. I don't mind a bit of isolationism. Can be alright at the beginning to sort of build up to a degree. There's obviously a lot of negative effects to it, but it can be beneficial to sort of monopolize your own market, especially when you're Qing. You've already got the biggest market globally, so. And then serfdom, absolutely need to get rid of this. It would be nice to get things like police force and schooling. But first of all, we'll move to the professional army. What will help on this? Actually, I'll incorporate all these states as well. That is going to give us probably a bureaucracy deficit, and I'm changing the capital. I don't really like to have it by the coast like this because it's very easy to navally invade or get to quickly. I would say probably Chongqing is, you know, somewhere around this region. It's probably the best. I'll go to Chongqing. And the market capital, I'm going to put that to Beijing. You might be thinking why. I think you get some like bonuses towards infrastructure, if I'm right. Obviously now we've got a huge bureaucracy deficit, 15.2% tax wastage. We do need to take care of that. But we'll scale up our construction sector. I will put it on iron frame for the time being, even though I know we don't have those resources, just to speed it up. And then spam out like Beijing, Hebei. We'll go for Shanxi as well, because these ones all have good resources, so they're gonna want to be built up. Shanxi will be a later down the line because we're not gonna have the railroad, so we won't be able to build up infrastructure here. But these two are coastal, and we have ports, so we can spam out the ports if necessary, which it likely will be. And then we'll move these away from the clergy, because we don't want those guys having any more power than they already have. Make the fruit expensive, but the grain cheaper. Sugar will be more expensive. I'll go for it. Fuck it. We'll go for it. We'll allow it this time. We'll maybe put this one here as citrus orchards. I would like to get this, but pooling is going to be a bit of a pain at the beginning. Sawmills I will do it for, but I'll probably pull it back a little bit. I won't do this neither, because at the beginning of this run now, we're going to have a lot of people who are unemployed, and it's going to continue down that road until we're able to sort of have a construction sector that's able to provide enough buildings produced faster than the rate of growth, in which, you know, as the population increases, you've got to keep up with that expansion. Might sound little, 1.65%, but you're looking at 6 million people a year. You know, it means you have to create at least 6 million jobs to keep up without getting rid of your unemployed, which is only 1.42 million now. But we got a fair bit, you know, 83 million peasants. Need to sort of get them into any kind of job, really. I'd like to get these universities, because that again compounds as the game goes on. So later down the line, you know, the quicker you get ahead on these, the quicker you're going to get new technologies, which is going to help you catch up with all these other powers in the world. But first of all, we'll let these construction sectors build. We'll look at what the costs are looking like, and how much the market is affected by the shortages. And then we'll probably go for these governments, quickly spam them out, get that under control, get 15% of the tax waste back. And then universities likely, or the wood problem. We're probably going to have a massive problem with wood. What we can do, this is only 13%, we could probably, if we've got any guys in the armed forces here, there we go. He might be a royalist or whatever, but there's just, get him right to the top. It's going to give the party some extra clout. I think it increases, I'm not totally sure, but I think it increases the attraction for the group as well. Trade unions. Probably worth getting that guy, you know, popping him up as well. He's moderate as well, so he's not particularly attracted to anything. Because these guys probably be good for for trying to get public schooling. He's an authoritarian, but he's armed forces, so we'll bring him into the fold. Yeah, so hopefully that's yeah. See, I'm not going to get any more of these scholar official guys. I don't like the scholar officials. So, literati, yeah, get him up. Get some pressure on these other guys. Another trade unions guy. Why not? Armed forces, sure. And that's it. There you go. You got these bastards now. We don't want to make them any more powerful than they already are, neither. So I think that's mostly done to sort of get the ball rolling anyway. I'm hoping Great Britain... I suppose I should probably locate these interests. The Japanese, I mean, they're not much of a concern. Like, I don't really care about them right now. Ideally, we want to make friendly with some other countries, particularly like France. Maybe Germany or Austria. Mainly France. I think France is going to be the most important one at this point. So put that in the Rhine. That will allow us to sort of friendly up with the Dutch as well. While not important, they might target like Landfang. And then let's increase our relations with Joseon, or Korea basically. Reduce their payments. Same with Tibet. Try to get them very loyal to us. These guys are already trending in the right way, so that's nice. And I can't improve my relations. The Tibetans I can, but I probably just annex them outright. I probably just annex them. Annex them. 40 in for me, Jesus Christ. Okay, maybe not. Let's improve our relations. Let's get this bar right down and we'll annex them. It would be nice to let's make some rivals. That's an easy way to get a little bit more of the old influence here. These guys are useless. These guys are useless. Yep. May as well rival them. Do I rival the Japanese? Yeah, go for it. And then that way we can get the Russians friendly up with us. We do want this port back. This is rightful Qing clay right now. They shouldn't really, and a 99-year lease is a joke. Yeah, okay, so I can change it to 5 years, which means this agreement will expire quicker. Which means I might be able to take it back legitimately much faster. Because it's unlikely, they're probably friendly right up with another power, so it's unlikely I'm going to be able to seize it immediately, not without line infantry at least. So we'll send them that. They're basically saying, look, go from 100 years to 5 years, but you don't pay anything. I think, you know, it's a bad deal actually, but you know, the bot, they'll do it. What else should we do here? I think that's everything. I would like to start a little play against somebody, just for the sake of it, really. Like all these people are probably people probably are not likely to get involved at the beginning, so making them tributaries real early, like Burma, love to have it. Will upset the East India Company is a problem, but it will stop. It will essentially ensure we've got some sort of buffer state, but it will upset them. Let's see what's the tributary. We 20 infamy. I mean, let's go for it. Who's Luang Prabang? That's not a worry. It's only it's only these two, but even there, minus 95. The Danish. Yeah. It's reasonable. Alright, let's let that run. Let's see what... We'll put it on 5. We can always just pause it. Oh, there we go. So we got the... There we go. There we go. So everybody's accepted the deals. That's nice. May as well mobilize these guys up. Send them right to that front. Who else has joined here? Just these boys. Everybody else is, I wouldn't be, you know, they're not really going to want to have a conflict with us. So that's looking pretty good there. Not sure why these boats haven't merged. Bit of a weird. There we go. There we go. All good. Northern Chile. So I think this, I like to get people up here. It's more sparsely populated and the Russians will want it. But there's good resources up here, so we want to get the migrants up there. And we've got so many unemployed, you know, that might be a good place for them to get employment. Construction 78. We're going to have yeah, look, it's already going through the roof already. And we've already got shortages. You know, people couldn't afford me or fruit anyway, so that's not a big deal. Let's let these finish constructing quickly. Okay, the Russians are friendly enough to us. That's nice to know. There we go. So the Burmese are about to get nailed, hopefully. We haven't had anything come up about opium wars yet or anything like that, so that's nice. Who's this chap? Shundan. I think you just ease the path. Ease the path. I think that's the right choice there. We're making back as well. So we actually, and there you go. We've already finished the construction. We could probably spam a lot more of these out. Should we get? Yeah, so we want to do the coastal states. In an ideal world, we want to do these coastal states. We are going to move back to the original type, you know, the regular camps. So we can always push these back down. So let's just spam those out quickly. Once these are all, oh, there you go. The Burmese they've already had it. Look at that. Reduce their subject payments. Let's try and get them to friendly up with us so that we can subjugate them much faster. We're already at 16 infamy. If we can declare another interest now as well, which is really, you know, it's super useful. It's a 50% increase already right there on the amount of declared interests we can have. I'm probably gonna put it. This hard choice always on this game. Where do you want to put it? Where can I actually do anything? It might be worth doing it in Delhi, so I can subjugate the Khalsa Raj to try and isolate the British East India Company. We don't really want them to expand. So getting this and then getting Sindh is probably a good play against them to isolate them. Probably will make them very upset with us, but it might actually make them happy with us because they also don't like them. So we'll put it there for now. We'll let it run. Let the infamy come down. Oh, that was it. We'll see if we can rival anybody else. Because we want to eat these up really quickly as well. Because we don't want the French or the British or anybody else getting involved. Zulu. I'm not sure why I'm able to rival them. But they're getting rivaled. And we'll do Thailand. We'll do Thailand. That's brought us nearly to the top. So we'll just do all three. We'll just do all three. Then that way, because having this right to the top, you've got the infamy decay. So that's gonna allow you to essentially conquer more people quicker. So that's a huge win. So let's get that. Oh, what they want? Local police. It's not something I want. I do want to keep the scholar officials on my side. But it's not something I can promise them. So I'm going to have to reject it for now. We'll see what we can do for them later on. This is good. That is really good. We really want to reduce the interest group's population attraction. So we'll go for this. We'll go for this. Yeah, see, they're opposing it now, the little buggers. So we'll press on. We'll press on. Yeah, so they'll all declare me rivals. They usually do. That's not a big deal. It's, small potatoes. I don't really want to do that. We'll get a setback, I think, on this one. I think we'll go for the setback. Who can we negotiate with? Only the scholar officials. That's no good to us. So we finished that construction there. What we can do here, I feel like it's probably worthwhile getting this bureaucracy sorted out. So 50 per one. It's going to cost us a lot here. You know, for every 10 of these we build, we're only getting 500. So let's look at where's the highest on tax. Loss. So really, realistically, this is where you want to do it in these ones. It is a problem because if you do too many, then you're going to end up with paper problems. And the paper's going to become incredibly expensive. But you've also got the issue of infrastructure. So I like to build them on the coast. Like I said earlier, you can sort it out then. There's something you can do. So let's get 20 here. 10 there. Beijing's already got issues. And we'll get 20 here. That's gonna hopefully rectify the issues of bureaucracy. It's also going to give some employment too, and it will bring in some revenue. So we'll let them quickly construct. And it's good because we don't really have to worry about the Russians or the British right now. They're a little bit cautious. I mean, rightfully so. And the British East India companies, you know, they're cautious too. But those things we'll be able to... Oh, see, there we go. Look at that. Already done all of those. And now the bureaucracy's sorted out. That's great. Oh, they just broke that declaration with us. Okay, that is a bit of a worry. That is concerning. What's the reason for it? I mean, they must have taken some infamy hit from that. Christ. I think it's because I've got Burma. They probably are not happy. See if I can get it back. They really don't want anything now. Let's see if I can. Yeah, they're not happy. They're not happy. It could be a hairy one. At least we've got the Russians with us here, so because they will not offer a. I can't get anything now. A defensive pact. There's no chance. No chance. Yeah. We might be better off trying to get something with the French then. Get like a guarantee independence. Military assistance, that would actually be quite nice for us. Give a list. Yeah, this technology spread, that would be quite nice. They don't look like they want to do it. Again, you might have to sweeten the deal on these things. Yeah, it's Christ. Yeah, they're madame. Yeah. All right, that's a bit of a stickler. I must admit, that's a pain. That is a pain. Because they're domineering, but they are infamous now. So it's going to probably hopefully make other people more aggressive towards them. So that's an upside, I suppose. Oh, they want to make a subject of me. Okay. Yeah. That is a bit of a nuisance. That is a bit of a nuisance. Can't lie. In that case, we sorted out this. Probably we want to... We're still making... I mean, we're not constructing, but we're still making money. What we'll do is we'll just take a quick look at the market. And what we can see... Wood looks alright, but when we start constructing, if we turn this over to wood and we start constructing, it's going to just go through the roof, basically. So we'll get some universities on the go. Get some universities on the go. I like to go from just highest peasantry, basically. And just spam them out a little bit. You'll be able to afford them. It'll be alright. Because it will pay for itself in the long run. I think some of these are going to have longer construction times. So this will be alright. I won't do all the states because some of them aren't incorporated. It's going to take forever, basically. Yeah, so the wood is through the roof. Iron and tooling are both through the roof. It is going to cost us a bomb. It is going to cost us a heck of a lot. Probably worthwhile going for those logging camps. Just get them out of the way. I always do the coast just because you can build the ports. So you can take care of any issues. And then inland I will just... Yeah, inland I will build some in there, but once I've done all these things here. Yeah, so I'll probably go back to wooden here now. That's going to reduce it a lot. We are already taking some credit. What are they going for here? Oh, it's just an uprising. So you don't really want to take credit. But I'll take a little bit of credit. I'll allow it. Just pause that off for a moment. And... oh, this is a bit of it. I mean, we're on the last one. 2 setbacks. We'll go for it. We'll risk it. We'll risk it. Let us get out of the old... deficit here. Pay off the credit quickly because we're going to start paying a lot of interest else. You can spiral out of control very quickly. So there we go. Lovely. So we got the professional army. Let's see what else we can pass here. Serfdom. We need to get rid of that. Tenant farmers are not going to like it. They probably... yeah. They're at 0. It will put them to -8. Because it will allow us to move to agrarianism. I'll leave it for now. Because I'm hoping that... I mean, they're at 42. It's already gone down quite a lot. I think if they do like this, it's going to give me a +5. It's going to cost a lot of bureaucracy is the issue with it, though. I'm thinking... alright, we'll go for it. We'll give it a crack. If we get that passed, we're going to have a deficit here. But we should be able to quickly construct out of that. I think it will all be all right. And then we'll have them a little bit happier, meaning we might be able to get move away from the current system we have on land reforms. Get rid of that serfdom. You really don't want serfdom. Yeah, see, it's already heading in the right direction there. So we've built up a little bit of money now. Let's start building up those logging camps. Let's get them done. I would like to get rid of this deal because we're transferring them something we really need, which is tools. And they won't even give up this deal, which is, I don't blame them really. I can't blame them at all. I wouldn't want to give up that deal if I was them. So maybe we just give them a little bit of cash. Give them 100 quid. They won't let the minus 50. Christ. They're antagonistic with me, so they're basically saying, look, you have to give me those bloody tools. Oh, there we go. There we go. +6. They've just straight away. Let's just give them £1,000. Tools are probably worth more than £1,000. Yeah. Yeah. I think that was the right move. Let's have a look at these quickly. Peasant movement. Let's get it going. Modern sewage. Lovely. And mortality. Actually kind of good, the mortality. Yeah, we'll push up the radicals a little bit. But if they're dead, they can't complain. And the unemployment's already doubled. So if they're dying, they can't be unemployed neither. I mean, this is just skyrocketing. So it's a bit of a worry because I'm going to have a massive deficit. I wish you could, like, pause these. You know, just, or postpone for 6 months, something like that. With some kind of other effects, that would be quite nice. There we go. Let's get you popped down. You didn't really want to be a tributary. You wanted to be a subject or a vassal. So, how are we looking here? Let's have a look at the pricing of the. I mean, tools are always going to be through the roof. The wood is still very high. I mean, it's kind of good in a way, right? So if the price of the wood is high, those who are working in it will be getting paid better. As far as I believe, I don't know if they're on fixed wages, but generally it should be. They should be looking to attract people to work in the industry, away from other industries, and to do that they'll have to offer a more competitive wage. So if it works that way, that's great. If it doesn't, well, so be it. And then we'll do Guangxi. It's quite a big state. We want to get that education up quickly. And we've nearly come down, so we're nearly ready to quickly nibble up the Kalsaraj here. That would be nice. Get them so that, I mean, it. Oh, there we go. We have got that dedicated police force. Let's. I would love to get this, but I think it will go. They'll go mental. -15 to -9. Yeah, because this one here. The reason why I like it is because this one stops the peasants from moving from province to province, and you really want that because wherever you're building up, you want people to move there. With Qing, it's probably not such a big issue, I must admit, because you probably already got loads of people there. But when you're trying to build tool in some of these states, you want them to be able to migrate. But if I do this one, they'll only be -2. If I do this one, they'll be -9. Who likes this? The literati, trade unions, rural folk. Let's pop one of those in government then. Let's get one of those in government. Fuck it. So let's move over to this then. Let's move over to the tenant farmers. Get the ball rolling on that one. We're nearly there to I mean, I thought it was going to let me make them a tributary, but apparently not. I guess maybe they're like a major power or something. Yeah, major power. Okay. They've done a stinker on me there, have they? Then we want Thailand, really. Oh, I can't do it to them. They must be a major one as well. Make a tributary to these guys. French, the British, East India Company's consider it, like maybe. Dutch East Indies is the one that's likely to join. They are little buggers, I must admit. They are little buggers, these boys. Let's let that number go down a little bit first. Right. Oh, we do need to get the bureaucracy back in shape, minus 20%. It's a pain because it also uses wood, so let's have a look at what we can do here. We'll just put 20 in here. Southern Anhui. Get another 20 in there. Make it 22 and 22. That's nice and neat. Hopefully we'll get rid of most of the deficit on that as well. It is going to push up the price of wood. Means we're going to have to spam a lot more wood. But that's the way it is sometimes. That's just the way it is. Oh, there we go. Lovely. That's what you want. You every time you get one of these scholar officials, you know, bring them down a bit. That you always want that. Or the landed gentry, or whatever they're called in your country. Those guys are the blight. They're a blight. Okay, we are at 0 infamy. So whatever we're not doing, when we're at 0 and we're not doing anything, your military is basically just being squandered. Because it's sitting there idling, doing nothing, but you're paying for it. I mean, I'm probably not paying much right now, but I worry that if I make them a tributary, because I'll be 28 infamy, one of the, like, East India Company might get involved. Let's have a look if I can go for any of these other ones. I can actually make, and it's only a 21.18 on these. Yeah, alright, this is looking like the one here. We're very close to line infantry as well, so it's pretty much not an issue. Luang Prabang, who are they? They are in C. Okay, so they probably will. That will give me a border. So let's. I think they're ready for it. I think they need a bit of Chinese democracy. So yeah, it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do. There we go. I got the line infantry. Lovely. We'll make one stack here. We'll make them line infantrymen. Bring them down to the front here. Pop these two together, merge them up. That's looking nice and neat. Is Luang Prabang involved? No. No. I'll probably just have to add the... Because you want them involved. You really do want them involved. 3.1. Okay, I mean, that's actually fine. That'll bring us right up into the... I don't think they're going to back down either, so... Have a look at these. He gets syphilis. I mean, it's unfortunate, but he's also one of the... And an alcoholic. That would be nice, actually, if he got syphilis and... Because I don't really want him to stand down, because if he steps down, he's neutral right now. He'll be, like, negative, which means people will not like him. So... It will upset them if I do the other one, and this one will make them happy, but... Yeah, see, I definitely don't... This is going to give him syphilis. Gets got punched for 5 years. I mean, syphilis is for life, so let's give him the syphilis. I think that's the right choice here. Give him the syphilis. People will not like it, knowing he... Alright, okay. He's going to be promoted for having syphilis, but... We'll do this. We will make them happy, though. So we'll promote him. That will give us a neutral stance with the scholar officials, which is, you know, important. Like, they got 47% clout right now, so that will make them neutral, which is good for when passing this. We don't want any revolutions or anything like that. So that's nice. Lanfang, pop them down. I mean, who's joining here? Who's joining? Okay, the East India companies. The Dutch are probably going to join because they probably want Lanfang from me. Anti-country lobby. Alright, we'll go for it. We'll get as many of these things on them as possible. See, like right now, we've got 3.5 million credit, right? Even though we're constructing, it looks like... Oh no, okay, there we go. We're not balanced. We're not balanced. Let's pause that for a minute. Let's, where is those guys? There they are. Let's put them on here. I mean, it doesn't... Oh! You buggers. They actually back down. That means... I mean, I still got it, even though you know, because they're an indirect one now. So, actually, it's all worked. I mean, yeah, lovely. Thank you very much. You know, can't fault them there. That was nice, actually. That was very kind of them. What am I doing here? Let's see if we can get some more rivals here. Kabul, there we go. Everybody's rival. No, nobody likes Kabul, so you know they're about to get pitted by the East India Company, Russia, the UK. You know, all this area they're vying for it. These two powers. So maybe not quite yet, but they will be there. So let's rival them. Maybe that'll make the other guys more friendly with me, knowing that I also dislike them. And we're back in the green here, which is nice. No deficit there. The interest is going to start coming down. We did let it run a little bit long. You know, 20 grand. It's quite high. It's not ridiculous, but it's not ideal. You know, you're losing 20k for nothing. You're not getting anything from it. Okay, that's great. Britain's damaging their relationship with me. Not what I want right now. But they haven't expelled my diplomats or anything, so or rivaled me, so it's not too bad. See if I can draft something with the French. Little bastards, aren't they? They don't want to give me nothing here. They want everything, but to give nothing. What's this? Ads lobby. Diplomatic plague. I mean, I haven't even really got a navy, so who's in this? Oh, bloody hell. We'll say yeah. We can do something against them, but we're not likely to get it. But it will still make them happy even if we lose, I think. We've got 5 years. You know, we got the line infantry too. What can we do against them? Oh, I need to put an interest in the region to do something. Well, we got 5 years. We'll think about that later on. That's for future Ching to worry about. Yeah, see, look at that. We've paid off pretty much all the credit super quickly. And we don't like these Malgao. We don't want him, really. I don't like the Confucian scholars. We need something to We need a defamatory article against him or something to make people hate him. We have got romanticism, so we can move towards agrarianism once we pass this too. And that is going to affect the bureaucracy, as there's some buffs to having what we currently have. But we'll be able to sort of we can resolve that. You can build your way out of that, so it's not too much of an issue. What I will do though, while I have spanned these logging camps and whatnot, I've probably got some shortages of infrastructure. Yeah. Yeah, so Zhejiang. Yeah, get 5 of these in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, in Fujian. 1 in Beijing. I'm actually gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna subsidize them. Oh, we can get rid of that. Subsidize them just so that they do actually get fully employed. You're not just building them and there's nobody in there or whatnot. So let that run again. We need to rival people though. We need to rival people. We want that infamy going down fast. I mean, we've rivaled everybody. Alright. So that means we need to cut off a couple of these, like the Dutch. They're not that important. The Dutch, again, they're not that important. These other ones are important, but we're at the max capacity now, so that's great. We'll continue that. We'll let that ride. He's earned his job. Yeah, he's earned his job. He's earned his job. Alright, there we go. We've got the tenant farmies. That's lovely. That's nice. That's actually going to make people a bit happy. You can see that drop there just from that being passed. So that's nice. Now we can move away from the traditionalism. I will move to agrarianism because it's the only thing I've got support for. So I'd never normally choose this sort of thing. But in Qing, I mean, it's alright. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll allow it. So, yeah. Let's move towards that now. Who's it going to upset here? Who is upset? Anybody upset in the government? Any of these boys upset? Oh, actually, that's one thing we can do as well. So here, who's actually supporting this? The rural folk. Basically just the rural folk. So in that case, I'll take the literati out. That will push my legitimacy right up. There we go. We are a bit low on authority now. But it's minor. It's such a small amount. You know, it's nothing. So we'll leave that. We've constructed those ports. But we want to get that. We want to get these. I mean, it's been a bit of time. I really do want to get the universities, I must admit. Because like I said, they compound. So you really want to get them early on. Alright, Burma can be dropped down. That's good news. Get them dropped. We have got a famine, but it's probably, yeah, our time. No. Means nothing. Means nothing. I don't know what happened there. Where did that one get taken from? We'll put it in Japan because we do actually need to do something against them. We've got 3 years to do a lobby again, to attack them. 4.43 million a year. What's this here? Owes an obligation to them. No, I don't want to. Oh, there we go. This is great. Here, this is exactly what you want. You're obviously going to take that. Owe them an obligation. Absolutely fine. You can always just say no. And technology spread 100%. You know, you're doubling your tech spread for society. No brainer. Absolutely take that every time. We have got a bit of a deficit. Yeah, we got. Alright, we are on to the universities now, so I'll pause that for a minute. Make the meow happy. I mean, how many of them are there? How many of the 2.3 million people? No. Ooh. Radicalism. But let's just have a look quickly at our society. Then we can see how many people we've got in these different sections here. I'll try and explain things as we go through for those who are watching. But so it's going to increase radicalism for both first, second, and third tier people. First tier, no problem. Second tier, no problem. Third tier, no problem. I would actually say it's better to go for this right here than to upset the petite bourgeoisie unnecessarily. I think so anyway. Maybe I'm wrong, but we'll do it anyway. I feel like you can make people happier easier by changing some other laws later on. And there's such a small population, you know, we've got 391 million people here, so it's not, you know, it's small beans. They're small beans. Alright. Low market access. Yeah. I will try to rectify that at some point. This one is appearing to be a bit of a struggler to get this one passed, I must admit. I don't want to take the 5% bureaucracy hit because we need so much of it, so I'll just let the Meow people take another hit on that one. They probably won't mind. They probably won't mind. I mean, they probably do, but I'll just ignore it. If you don't think about it, it's not happening. No, we got a bit of low organisation. See what we can get now. No generals that we can get that are decent there. The Turks, bloody hell! Turks are giving the Ruskies a bit of a whooping here. That's surprising. They must have allies. They gotta have allies. Oh, there you go. Great Britain and East India Company. Yeah, Great Britain basically. Britain. So that's not good news for me. It means that Russians can't really defend me because they're getting rough. I mean, it's not a bad time to start a conflict though when you can like this. So yeah, they any closer? They're nearly there actually. Because I wouldn't mind getting that Kalsaraji. I do need to. I don't know. Not yet. I can't yet. I have got line infantry though. I actually do have line infantry. As long as like Britain and France aren't going to get involved, the East India Company could get involved. That's the one thing I dislike here. Let's see if I can make some kind of pact with them. This will actually prop up my relations with them. So, and it doesn't give me any, it doesn't cost me any influence, so that's nice too. Military assistance, see if I can get that. It's gonna, oh, I'm not getting the technology spread. They're gonna get the tech spread. So it's no good for me really. We'll do that. We'll let them invest. I mean, they probably won't even invest, so. But it will help me improve my relations, reducing their chance of getting in a conflict with me. Yeah, so now we're going to be getting these universities built up fast. Okay, CM ready to drop them down. Lovely. And now we got them all in the fold, basically. Just got to get Vietnam. And then we'll try to get Kalsaraj. This one's kind of a joke, I must admit. But right here now, so I want the literati to be upset because I want them to sort of press the population to have some kind of movement towards laws or legislation that I want. So if I upset them, they're more likely to sort of create fervor that will hopefully spread in the population to bring about some kind of pressure to pass laws that I like. So there we go. Agrarianism, I mean, it's struggling. I can't negotiate with anybody neither, so it's a bit of a pain. Because right now, probably most of our income, like reinvestment. Yeah, see, stuff like this here, right now. Now I've passed this, we want public schooling. Who's actually going to support public schooling? Probably the literati normally. The industrialists, okay. I suppose that kind of makes sense. They want like an educated workforce. Kind of a weird one, so I need to somehow get a lot of capitalists quickly to build some support for that. The US is not really a worry at this point in time. They small potatoes as well at this point. So let's get these constructed up. That's what we need. We need some. All right, 66. We got a cap of 79 right now, so we wanna meet the cap. Okay, that's pain in the ass. We might not get this agrarianism. We might not get it. We are right at the bottom though on this infamy now. So, Dynam. Oh bollocks! They finished up their war. That's frustrating. That is frustrating. Who? Oh bloody hell! The East Indian. They see they were less likely earlier because they were in a conflict. Can we do these boys in? No, we can't. I like to get this as well because the French and whatnot, they also like to get in there oftenly, which is a nuisance. We'll let it run for a minute. Oh, here we go. Perfect. They're in some kind of conflict. That's hopefully that's. It's dropped it a bit. I'm hoping it'll be the Dutch East Indies that join. I'll run right into that last little bit of infamy's gone. Right, there we go. Bang. Let's see. Hopefully they don't get him, because now I'll be 28, so... Oh, what the fuck. Oh my god, they joined immediately. Oh god, it means Britain's probably likely to join. Okay, this might have killed me. Could just back down straight up here, get the humiliation. Or if I don't press any war goals on anybody, just hold the line. Tell you what, we'll save scum it. And that way, we'll see how it plays out. We'll see how it plays out here. I'll try and tributary them. Put these all to line infantry. I mean, we do not have the goods. We don't have the goods. So I'm hoping we can pretty quickly get the goods. So right now we're 485 brigades. Let's upgrade everything. Let's just upgrade everything. Upgrade cavalry. You know, it's possible. It's not impossible. Let's put it that way. What we're at 70 on this. It would be nice to get that up. Must admit. But I think right now let's get the arms industries. So we're looking around. We need around about 500. So if we get like 20 of these, we're looking at 600, which will hopefully bring the price down. There will be iron shortages and whatnot, but these two states have iron in it, so we'll go for 10 in each of these here. Britain hasn't joined yet, so that's actually really good news. If they don't join, you know, we might actually be in an alright position here. You know, they're leaning to, I mean, the French, if they both join, I've had it. I will have had it. Start moving these guys down. It's a little bit annoying because I'm going to have to recruit one. And they're all traditionalists. Alright, surveying. Defense and forest terrain. That could be quite good. We'll go for this guy. He's got some good little perks on him. And then we'll go for this armed forces. What is he? Royalist. That's fine. Rural folk. Land reform. I mean, actually, it might be good getting this guy here. Pop them right up. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Spam this guy up. Get it. Get it. We'll get him here. Put them all on defend. We just need to hold that line. We don't need to do anything to the Indians. We don't need to do anything to them. Just need to stop them from doing anything to us. We have got two guys. Let's just split this in half. And then we want them just basically both advancing, these guys. We want to like rapidly get this. Yeah, okay, that's the best we can do there. There are going to be issues. There definitely are going to be issues. We might have to mobilize a ton of conscripts. Yeah, because the Indians got fucking a lot of units themselves. But as long as Britain doesn't get involved and France, we could be alright here. We'll have to wait and see, but we could be alright. I'll have to take a bit of debt. Okay, they're already lining loads of dudes up on there, so I'll put these guys on last stand. Don't know why they stopped upgrading. Where's that other unit gone? Hiding over here. Okay, Britain hasn't gotten involved, and neither has France, so that's really good news. Meaning that the Indians, essentially, as long as I can hold the line on them, what we want this guy to do, we want him to press towards the capital. So as soon as this conflict begins, we want him marching on the capital, essentially, as quickly as possible. And the rest of them, we just want them holding the line. Yeah, so there we go. Now it's started. I want him to focus on getting this as the capital, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, capital state. I always thought it was Hanoi, but maybe they've changed it. I don't know. And then we'll put this guy on. We'll blockade. So whatever units they've got here, hopefully they're going to get starved now. Like the Indians, they don't. They've got to come by sea route, right? So. I mean, I'm going to just support them unconditionally here. And I'm hoping that will count. I'm not actually sure if it will or not. Eastern Guangdong. Okay, so with these, it's a bit... I won't have many upper strata people. Or middle class, likely. And so I don't want to upset the lower class. So, trade unions... I mean, I'd love to get the industrialists, right? I'd love to get more pressure with the industrialists, but I really don't want to upset loads because Eastern Guangdong was 9 million people. Yeah, and most of them are going to be like really poor, so maybe we go for the rural folk to add a little bit of agitation to agrarianism. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Yeah. Here we go. We don't actually want them to... We want them to remain in the anti-Japanese because them being in the anti-Japanese position it will make it easier for me to make them happy, like the party, because I'm basically doing anti-Japanese things. So that's the right move. They back down. So did I get it? Ah, no. That's a shame, actually. I mean, I'm gonna save this. It's a bit of a hairy move, I must admit. Like, if I don't do anything, they're gonna go -5, so pull out of this agreement. And then I just try to get the liberate on them. That's all I probably won't even be able to do it, but I'll just do that. Oh, I mean, lovely. I think that should have done it. All right, that's worked out bloody well there. Christ, wasn't expecting that. I don't know how this just went down though. I don't know what I did there. Not sure what happened there. What is this? Spring times of the people. An involved country will experience a revolutionary victory. I mean, I'll just leave that. Not too sure on that one. Taking a bit of credit right now. That's all right. I think we've already seized the capital, so we're in good stead here. Let's see what are the oh, look, you know, you can't send it, just give him the obligation. Don't worry about it. Holy shit, I think that commander died. This is not ideal. Keeps giving me authoritarian leaders. Well, scholar officials mainly. It's not what I want right now. And none of them have got like syphilis or something either, unfortunately. If they had syphilis, it would be a straight pick. No choice. Just if they've got syphilis, they've got the job. Where are my syphilis boys here? Come on. We'll just go with this chap. Hopefully the next... bloody hell. I mean, that actually, I do like this. Like, supply requisition. I'll give him one promotion just so that we get rid of this negative... how many units they can hold. I mean, that's done a number on the Japanese there. I mean, they've probably been better off not accepting it, just seeing how it goes. But it's an interesting looking. They might even get independence later down there because they're going to colonize the rest of it now. Kind of a weird one. Well. Have I got it? Have I got it? Champasak. They got it? Find that hard to believe. Find that very hard to believe. I'm going to push on the Indians. I'm going to go for the old reckless advance on them. See what happens. See if that moves some of their units away. There's a nice soft front there, so I may as well. Okay, yeah, they're getting it good now. They're getting it good now. Bloody hell, Britain! I thought you were already damaging my relations with me, so that's okay. Good, agrarian. Oh, I mean, we might actually get it. We might actually get it. There we go. There we go. The Vietnamese, they've had it. They've had it. It's all over. I don't think they're going to get the humiliate on me or conquer Mandalay, so I think we're good there. There we go. We got the Viet tributary. Let's improve our relations with them so we can bring them down quickly, and we'll reduce their subject payments as well. And because we're under 25, we're not going to get that debuff. Oh, what happened? You buggers. They got it. I mean, they only got one, so I'm going to still... I'll get this one next, because now it'll be easy to tributary them. I mean, they're definitely going to have a conflict with me if I get it, but we'll go for it at least. I mean, I should have probably tried to take Indian Tenasserim, because that would be quite nice. That would be quite nice to have that. And maybe this bit here as well, this little... That is not Singapore. Singapore is here. What the fuck is this? I mean, if I just click Singapore and I get all three, that's lovely. Singapore's triple the size it actually is, but hey ho. Oh, and we're ruffle stomping them over here. Absolutely ruffling them. I mean, we should have gone for it. I mean, probably Britain would have got involved then, though, so probably wasn't really viable anyway. What I will do is, so we're at 74. We can actually get to 80, basically 81. So we'll build a few more of those. Yeah. We'll get this one up to 5. Yeah, I mean, they should just, you know, propose a peace deal now. Like white peace. Why would they not accept white peace? Then they're never gonna get their war goal. It's not gonna happen. We'll stop recklessly advancing as well. I don't like the Confucian scholars. So this is perfect. There you go. Plus 5%. Plus it makes people upset. Well, less likely to like him. Make him less popular. Did you just say enemy in default? Are these boys in default? It must be one of these little tiny blobs. We're just gonna We're just going to push this front. Okay, we're already sort of trying to push it. Go for a rapid advance on it. Well, that's going to kill a lot of people. It's fine. Yeah, it's these little boys that are going into default here. I do not want to give him... Come on. Oh, they're plus 14. Wow. I mean, I guess it's because I did that shit on Japan. This guy here, he's neutral. Yeah, we'll knock him down. Alright, we got the agrarianism. This is going to shoot up. We'll take care of that in a moment. Yeah, and the Indians, you know, there you go, white peace, lovely, thank you. I sorted that out. I would like to get my relations back up with them, though. It's unfortunate that they had to get involved in that. I'll give them the investment rights. Won't give them that. Yeah, I'll do that. See if I can get any treaties with these guys. No, I can't get any treaties with these. With the French, I mean, why they also don't like me? I can give you some trade privileges. Yeah, the Frenchies. They're not particularly happy with me right now. Yeah, okay. Yeah, see, look, there you go. Look at that, minus 4k. So, you know, we're losing a lot of tax right there. So we need to rectify that one for sure. So I'll go for these government sectors. We'll get 18 here. I quite like a nice even number. Chongqing, wow, Chongqing can get a lot. Jesus Christ. I think that's because I made it the capital. That's one of the buffs I was saying there. We'll go for 14 here, get that to a nice number as well. Beijing's got some shortages. I'm going to need to take care of that. That's for sure. And then we'll prop this one up a little bit. Get that one quite high, actually. I'm hoping that's going to take care of it right there. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, because well, I mean, we need to stop building in a minute as well. Oh, shit. Probably. I'll let these quickly get done. Yeah. Ooh. See, this is an issue here now. Now it's saying that when it goes red like this, see, I've got quite a lot of debt, but I've also got huge amounts of interest now. Yeah, I'll pause the construction, I think. Yeah, it's a bit of a concern. It is a bit of a concern. I'm gonna need to pop because I want to get this. I'm losing 23% of my tax revenues right now. So the best for me to do right now, it's sort of all kind of happened all at once, is I'll remove these guys from government. There's not really any legislation I can pass right now that's of much use to me. So I'll put, basically I'll make these guys look really bad. Because they've come at that, you know, they're taxing the hell out of everybody. These are going to be very unpopular, hopefully. Is it going to make people unhappy? It certainly is. And I will quickly, I'll knock back some of these. Put some taxes on. Services. So what we got? That's 100. This is a T. Alright, maybe that makes the most sense. Opioids. Yep. And then we'll just go for the services. Can actually get one more on here. We'll get a liquor on there as well. Cool. So now we need to basically pay off some of this quickly. Because we're paying huge amounts. 75 grand in interest payments is not healthy. We need to bring that down. I didn't realize it got so high. And it's only from 13 million. What we're looking like on the investment. See, like, these guys will still be building some stuff. So like, they're doing something out there. Do need to get this under control though. Yeah, even if I put this on, what's it expect? Yeah, 200. I'll still be massively in the red. Because I want to get this down as quickly as possible, so that way actually I can get out of the debt quicker. Because right now I'm losing 25% of what I could be getting, which is huge. You know, 1 in every £4 is gone. It's but I don't think we're up to it's not a bad start. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. We've pretty much got most of our interests held down in the region. We'll get this one next, and then hopefully I can get Kabul, and then I'll try to come down this way and then circle the East India Company here. Yeah. So what's that now? What's the interest here? 50. I mean, we brought that down rapidly. Actually, I'm going to build a little bit because it might actually be beneficial here. It's 28 grand's not that much negative, but I'll be able to quickly get this down. Yeah, see that 4 grand now. That's 23. Okay. It's around 23. Should probably be the right way to do this. I should probably have upgraded some of these things when they got constructed, but I sort of forgot about it. The Indians, I blame the Indians for that. Attacking me like that. Or joining, I should say, you know. Joining on the other side. Hopefully they've learnt their lesson from that one though. But yeah, we'll allow that. That's nice. Yeah, see, there we go. We're getting that down. That is coming down, and we're starting to make money too, while also constructing. And now Vietnam can be suppressed a little bit more, which means we'll get Cambodia too. This is a healthy one. This is nice to get. This intensifies agriculture. That's a nice one. You have to be a little bit careful though with it at the beginning, because right now, if I were to swap this over, I'm going to have enormous shortages. It's actually going to see, even living standards quite low right now. I mean, it's because we're on max tax and whatnot. Once we get out of that, we'll be sweet. You know, these people are, yeah, they're rocketing up. They're not happy. They are not happy. They're probably dying now. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah, 3 million of them dying. Or other reasons, whatever that means. God knows. But yeah, I think we're in a pretty. We got most of the region. Oh, okay, okay. We've got most of the region under our control. Like the main bits, we don't want other foreign forces getting in. We'll get this one next. Then hopefully we can get Kabul. And then head down to Sind. If we can, Kalat and Sind, that would be nice. Might upset the Russians and the British, but sometimes you got to step on a couple of toes. We got to look out for Qing first. Alright, I will pay this one down. I will pay that one down. I don't want to lose the authority. Didn't really want to make a country anti-Russian lobby. The Russians are going to fall out with me later. Because if I make this anti-Russian lobby, I mean, I can't avoid it. I can't avoid it. I can't avoid it. Because it's going to ask me to do things against the Russians, and that's not in my interest. But we've got out of that debt now. I think we're out of the debt. 3 million debt left. Yeah, okay, we'll let that run. Let's get out of the debt completely. And then I'll pop the taxes back down. And then we're like, oh, we've got 0 infamy actually, so we probably want to get these guys quickly. Sony an 18.3. Britain. There's an interest. There's an interest. I feel like they won't. So this, I'll save scum it. I'll save scum it, just in case. I'll save scum it. But I'm pretty positive they're not gonna get involved. If they do, well, that's a bit of an issue, but we'll see what happens here. There we go. Oh, but are we gonna get? Oh, we don't have a border with them. Oh, because I thought it would include the puppet. I might have to add their puppet to it, which is a shame because you get it naturally anyway. And it might upset the British on this one. What would it be if I say transfer subject Jammu now 10? Will actually put me in the red there. We're back in the green though, so we can we'll revert to trying to educate the population here. Let's see. Hopefully they just withdraw from interest in the region. Well, I mean, although East India Company has, but Britain hasn't. But I don't really think Britain has any borders with me now. So they would have to navally invade. It's going to be incredibly difficult for them. So I'll let it get right to the top before I do anything. But it should be no problem now. And they've withdrew from that too. Okay, so we'll transfer the subject Jammu. What will this adds? Okay, give us a little bit more information. I'll take it just to ensure I've got it. Last thing you want is the game cuckold you. Let's go. Oh, the Indians don't like that because they also want the region, so I don't blame them really for that. I can understand that one. Then I'll try to rectify any of these shortages. You see, Beijing is it's out of control up there. It's out of control. So we probably need what? We need 8. Yeah, that should be right. And herb A. Get them sorted out. We're looking in pretty good shape. We're looking in pretty good shape. It's not bad. Off to a reasonable start here. Got most of these boys locked down. That's nice to know. Improve my relations there. There we go, there we go. There we go, we've got them. Let's try to quickly get them right under our control. Because what they do sometimes, they manage to... They do sneaky attacks on your little puppet states without you realizing, because it doesn't tell you. And before you know it, you haven't even got them anymore, and you didn't even know why. So, Kabul would be a nice one if we can get that one next. I'm going to need to put an interest... I have got an interest in the region. Maybe I need to put one here then. And we're up to 22.3% on the literacy. That's not too bad. Let's have a look at the tech, if we can get any higher on this. 83.52. Yeah, okay, so we're overspending by 1 innovation. We do actually want to get that a lot higher so we can catch up. But that's a down the line thing for now. Because I want to expand the construction sector really. The Meow are going to have to take a hit again now. We'll get them to leave the anti-Russian society. Because right now they're probably a good help to us, like the rural folk. Man, Britain really is not happy with me. They keep like cancelling their damaging relations and then increasing it again. Can I get any more rivals in the Persia? We'll do it. We'll do it. So that I can mate up with maybe the Prussians and the Austrians. Yeah, and the Austrians. Oh, maybe not. We need to get rid of one of these. We'll get rid of Dinah for the moment being. Yeah, we need to get this down below 25, really. What, 25. And we need to expand this construction. We need to start really building that out. And to do that, probably the wood in the economy is probably through the... It's not too bad. I mean, it's not too bad. It's expensive, but it's not too bad. Yeah, so we got 11.4 million unemployed. So we do really need to start getting people employed. And to do that, by expanding the construction sector, we can create demand for wood. And then we can spam wood production. Ooh. Russian East Indies. My God. I have never seen that before. That's actually a pain in the ass for me because I wanted to take this. The Russians must have massive amounts of infamy for taking that, surely. How much infamy have they got? 11.8. How the hell did they get that for 11.8 infamy? How have they pulled that one off? If you know how they pulled that off, write it in the chat. Because that's wild. That is absolutely wild. Yeah, we're looking in pretty good shape right now. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Making money. There, another interest. Of course, this guy. I won't do that one. I'll let these guys take the hit here because I don't want more radicals than I've already got. They are sort of escalating pretty quickly right now. Need to get that under control quite quickly. I will probably go for the what we're looking like, so lead shortage, tooling. I think I'm gonna get a lot of the logging camps going, and I can always put some of the logging camps so that they're not using tooling. The issue is infrastructure. I would have thought China would have more logging camps, I must admit. It's such a large country too. Might do a bit of investing in these, in my puppets as well. I'll do domestic first because I am gonna need that wood. The wood is gonna be an issue. Yeah, I am just baffled how the Russians got this. I mean, they must have got it from the Dutch. They must have just transferred subject. Oh, okay, now it's making more sense. The Dutch are a puppet of the Russians, so they puppeted the Dutch, and because of that, they automatically got their puppets. Right, that's making more sense now. That is making more sense. Yeah, that was a bit of a surprise there. I wasn't expecting that, I must admit. I was not expecting that. I won't put the extra supplies on. I'll wait until in conflict when I actually need that buff. Right now, the focus is really on reducing these guys down, getting these guys to the point where they can't get attacked without me knowing. I'll do this one. We want the trade unions to get a bit of clout here. And the Indians always want a trade. They always want this investment, right? So they'll never say no to that. Britain will actually say no to that. The French, I think I've given them. I gave them trade. Yeah. And they are cooperative with me now, so that's quite nice. We've got 4 months of protection from the Russians left. Let's see if I can get anything from the Germans. I'll give them the trade privileges so that it just slowly builds up our relations, but doesn't cost me any influence. Do it with these guys as well, with the Spaniards. Actually, the Portuguese, what's... I can't just withdraw, okay. Okay, I can't renegotiate that, so I need to demand it. I can only liberate it. Who will get... I mean, definitely Britain is going to get involved in this, aren't they? Christ. Yeah, look at that, -2. That's a guarantee at that one. Yeah, I wish the private sector would build up the things that go hand in hand with these logging camps, like tooling. Alright, there we go. Kalsaraj, we can drop them down. That's actually really useful because they're likely to be the first attacked if they do get attacked. And it will give me this, essentially a border with these guys now. If I make them a tributary, what's that going to go to 20 infantry? That's lovely. That's not too bad. The Persians and Bukhara, but the Ottomans, I mean, British can't even get involved here. That's quite surprising. The Russians could, but they prefer me. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Actually, I don't know whether I should do it now and take the penalty. I won't. I'll play it a little bit safe. I think I will take a quick intermission here, though, now. Just so that I can prepare my lunch, have something to consume. And I'll be right back.